For this multiple choice question, you need to select all of the following that are equivalent to x to the 1/4 over x squared. So you could rewrite the numerator as the 4th root of x to the 1st over x squared. And you wouldn't really write that one exponent, but that matches option A, right? So A is an option that would be equivalent to our original problem. In order to see which of the remainder are equivalent, we're going to actually have to simplify it. So since it's x to the 1/4 over x squared, we're going to have to subtract 1/4 from 2. So you could do that in your head, on paper, or if you want to use your calculator, 1/4 minus 2 is going to give us -7/4. So this is going to equal x to the -7 over 4, and that's option B. All right. Since option B is equivalent, then there's no way option C is. Since this is a negative exponent, we can rewrite it as a positive exponent by putting it in the denominator, and that makes option D equivalent. Between E and F, if I were to rewrite this using a radical, 4 would be the index, and 7 would be on the power inside of x. And since that's in the denominator, F has to be our option that is equivalent as well. Another way you could check your answer on this is like I recommended for the other ones, where you could store a value for x and see which options are equivalent. I'm not going to do all of these because it will take longer than I really want to spend on this, but that's okay. I'll show you one. So before I start, if I want to show you what x is equivalent to, if I hit x and hit enter, that'll show me that x is stored as 0. That's not good. So I'm going to pick 6 point whatever and store that for x. All right. And go ahead and type in the original equation. So x raised to the 1/4 over x squared. All right, and that's what we get. So basically what you would do is type in each option, and anything that matches that same decimal is going to be equivalent to the original. So for option A, we had the 4th root of x over x squared. So try to make it look as close as possible. 4th root, you'd hit the math button and go in here and choose option 5. So the 4th root of x over x squared. That one matches. For option, I'll show you, so option B is x raised to the -7 over 4. And that one matches. And if I were to try x raised to the +7 over 4, just to show you something that would not match, that decimal is clearly not the same decimal as the original. So even if you were a little unsure of how to do all the algebra on this one, and if you knew how to store a value for x, you could still get all of the options that are equivalent to the original.